Hi guys again, this is the second video on our channel, and after the first one I just sat down and read all their feedbacks and comments on our first video about how I should sound and how I should emphasize on the words and everything. I promise I'll try to sound catchy and relaxer on this one because after all, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm mastering on the language, but still we're trying to do our best. On this video, we're gonna move to the Witcher signs. Many of them you already know from the games and the books, but at the end we will add two special ones unique to the books. What are the signs? Signs are generally or simply, let's say, they are spells cast by the Witchers, which are shielding, protecting themselves or doing whatever to their enemies. Axii is the worst of them. It's a simple and hypnotizing spell and can be cast on both humans and wild creatures actually. For example, when you want to calm a horse or wolf down, you can make an axii sign. Besides, axii is a mental manipulating sign, which means you can get into the brain of the foe, the enemy. You can even draw some forces, soldiers or whoever on your side. On the alchemical sign books, it symbolizes water element. Second one is Quen. That's another spell again, of course, by witchers protecting themselves from sonic waves and similar attacks, but on the book of Last Wish, it's stated that it's not actually protecting from physical attacks. But in the books, a Quen is an exact cure-all. Until Quen is undone or dispelled by someone else, it keeps shielding a witcher. On the recipes and formulas, it symbolizes soil or earth, let's say. Our next sign is aard. This is the most fun sign to make and appearing a lot. On the Book of Blood of Elves, it's explained by Yennefer to Ciri, if you remember, that this simple spell can be directed or rooted by the person doing it. Like you can change the root of the spell in a required way, in a wanted way. It's actually more than what you expect from a sign because it could even make a small scale army, as Beyonce says, bow down bitches. In the game, aard is the first sign to be learned, and in the Last Wish book again, Geralt uses this sign on Citriga or Pavetta, for example. Next one is igni. As I was translating the text, I realized that my master friend likes this sign most at the same time, but what a coincidence. We do too. Igni sign symbolizes fire, as you can guess, because I guessed about it before I read the books, because it sounds like ignite word in English. And what is igni? Igni means setting on fire as ignite word, but it's coming from a Latin word, ignis. It's derived from that word. But the witchers don't usually use this sign in fights to hurt someone, but they are using on their daily lives too. For example, they are cooking a tuna fish or whatever, or they are trying to heat a potion up. This is the most painful sign you could ever get, because a witcher could roast you from head to toe with this sign. This is the reason why an igni sign is enough to scare the shit out of peasants if a witcher is to make it in public. Our next sign is yrden. Yrden has a shape of fusion, like an amalgamation of the previous four signs. It has the shape of four of the signs. Therefore, it symbolizes the fifth element, whether you call spirit, magic, or idea. If it's placed on a solid ground, it prevents the enemy from moving closer to you because it immobilizes, gets frozen. The enemy gets frozen in front of you. The witchers utilize yrden to make an invisible prey visible first, then they hunt it down. It's nothing but a yrden Geralt uses in a scene, let's remember, during his fight with a Striga in its crypt. These were the first 5 signs frequently coming up on the games or in the books, and now we're gonna move to the last 2 unique ones for the books. Heliotrop. Heliotrop is technically similar to Quen, but contrary to it, which is active longer till it's broken, Heliotrop is active for a moment and shields from an attack. Geralt uses this sign many times. For instance, one day he met the Yennefer and buffers from both physical and magical attacks at the same time. It's understandable that when they make this sign, there's a sunflower or let's say helianthus shape. That's why the word itself is derived from a Latin word called helio. It means the sun, and trepe means revolving or changing. So coming together, heliotrop is the name of our sign. And the last one is supirre. This is the least and last sign known because It appears neither in books nor in the games, but Sapkowski mentions about this sign on his book Warriors of God, published in 2004. It enables the Witchers to hear the inaudible sounds, people nearby. It's like a kind of eavesdropping. These were the signs on the Witcher series, and I really enjoyed translating and doing this video. Not the editing part, by the way, but still that's the fun video to make. Hope you enjoyed it. Just sit back and relax. We will come with the next videos. I hope so soon. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. Lots of love. See you again.